Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking, the Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics. This is an interesting bit of literature. A journalist has implicated Albion in the disappearance of his source. He claims to have video evidence. We can find this paragon of the Fifth Estate at Food Town if you feel like contributing to another black eye for Albion.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you could lock her up, and she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
We were all naive once. But what's your excuse now? The police answer to Albion. There's no more doing this by the book.
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office, an honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelly. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right, but however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.
Journalist is smarter than a bowl of tripe. Albion get huffy and offended and very conspicuously avoid denying it. Shall I see if I can find this video?
Be a lot quicker if we just steal it from him. He's bound to have a copy on his device.
Even in the most arrogant, nihilistic narcissist. Form I am myself. Do this. Did you know this? Yes, Alan would become particularly awesome and alcoholic would work out in your head.
It's unacceptable now.
Whatever you perceive.
We didn't leave the
Playing the video now.
I couldn't meet where we agreed. It's not safe. I think they've already flipped the switch. The Guardian protocol is now active. I can't say more right now, but I'll call you right back. I think someone's following me. Please hurry.
Kiss your tech goodbye. Hate to say it, but the journalist was right to be afraid for their contact's life. Guardian Protocol. That's Albion's project, isn't it?
Seems the Guardian protocol is actually just security drones for rich kids who think machine gun fire is a sensible response to filthy plebs getting too close to the Rolls-Royce.
Bagley, can you find the location of this clip?
Of course. Judging from the angle of the old barley mill chimney, I'd say this was recorded around Helmsman's tracks.
This is London Calling. You're listening to E-Tash on Bucky.
Here. What are the chances these cameras caught the attack on a whistleblower?
No idea, but if you gather the CTOS data, I can attempt to reconstruct the incident.
Fine, I'm on it.
Wait, hold on. Is that? What's that?
need more than that. Not the best quality, but I suppose beggars can't be choosers. Compiling data now. All right, head back to the original position. I've got a lovely AR gift for you.
Thank you.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Starting the AR reconstruction.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
All right. know the Guardian Protocol is not your run-of-the-mill project if it's worth killing over. We need to find out more.
Facial recognition turns up a 93% chance that the killer is one Sean Holland, a 6% chance he's a fish cutter from Norway, and 1% that he's a bunch of hedgehogs in a big jacket. Let's assume it's the first one. Sean Holland lives at this address.
Let's pay him a visit.
Keeps London's streets safe.
At home. No, she's
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the hell?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mindfucker.
You're lucky you didn't get chipped. I'd make them kill me if they tried to cuff me like that.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
proszę! Nie!
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
You mug. I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
So her microchip is the next step in human trafficking. Anyone steps out of line and zap. She can still turn a buck selling their organs.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
So sorry.
So yeah, I'm a bit low on money at the moment.
Nothing to it. Hope the next thing's harder than that, or I'm gonna get bored.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
All right, Bagley. Fair enough.
You'll get used to the robot's funny way of talking. He has a good metal heart.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
So, what do we have, Bagley?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
We got a few options then.
I've marked both on your optic.